Thank you for tuning in. My name is Ashley, for those of you that don't know me. And so today we are going to talk about health. Yesterday was a little business lab. Today we're going to do a health lab. And our topic is going to be 13 morning, afternoon, and evening tips for weight loss. So when you're starting, you have to absolutely believe in yourself. Small changes over time will yield these big results, right? And it's more sustainable, and it cuts the likelihood of you yo-yo dieting and gaining and losing and gaining and losing, and the frustration and all of that. It beats all that, right? So if you're coming in live, I want you to drop live below. If you're catching the replay, drop a replay below, and feel free to click the share button and also follow me as well. So like I said, it's something that you have to absolutely believe in yourself, and you have to understand that it's a compound effect of small things that add up to big results over time. You know, when I lost 65 pounds, you know, that, sorry, hopefully it works. Can you hear me now? Hopefully that works. So it's gonna take time, of course, and you have to understand that you didn't gain your weight overnight. You're not gonna lose it overnight. There's no possible way for that to happen unless you go and have the weight surgically removed in some way, shape, or form. So you have to understand, like I said, it's small little steps over time that make those big results. So first things first is, when you wake up in the morning, stop hitting the snooze button. It signals sleep deprivation. It's linked to weight gain. It leads to a bad mood and all of those things. So it may be your phone, because all my volumes are turned up. So it's going to lead to a bad mood. I find that when I wake up, if I hit the snooze button, I am so much more groggy if I go back to sleep and wake up. Versus if I get up that first time, I feel really good. So number 2 is going to be drink a tall glass of water first thing. Being dehydrated is linked to hunger. And if you can drink 2 8-ounce glasses before a meal, you're going to see more weight loss, right? Number 3 is going to be eat a balanced breakfast. Skipping can lead to binge eating later on. It can, you have to try to aim for lean to high protein and fiber, because those will keep you fuller longer. Also, number 4 is going to be savory over sweet. So if you eat something sweet in the morning, it's going to lead to more cravings. And if you want sweet, go for natural sweets like fruits, right? And not processed. Maybe have a little bit of fruit with some oatmeal and some eggs. But I am seeing, as I study a little bit more, because I do have hypothyroidism, you actually shouldn't be eating eggs, because of the bacteria inside of them feeds the virus that causes hypothyroidism, Hashimoto's, amongst other as well. 5 is going to be, you need to move your body. Research shows fat oxidation increased over a 24-hour period when exercise was performed before an AM meal. So try to get in your workout in the morning before you eat, right? It will also support your metabolism. It'll help you with muscle building as well. And it helps with feeling more alert, more awake, more aware of things that are going on around you. I find that when I work out in the morning, that I just am in a better mood. Overall, I feel better. I am not as cranky, especially with my kids. So there's a lot of benefits to getting up and doing your exercise in the morning. Number 6 is going to be book your lunch like a meeting. Some people tend to skip meals, and skipping meals can put your body into starvation mode, which causes you to store fat for later. And you don't want to store fat, right? So book your lunch like a meeting. Stick to a scheduled eating, especially if you're working from home during this pandemic. I know that it's a love-hate relationship working from home, because I'm like, I want to get up, I want to move around. I do miss that aspect of doing dentistry. Yes, it does help so much. It's like you're in such a better mood. You can handle so much stuff so much better. I know I miss work in dentistry just for the simple fact that I miss the running around that I did. You know, yes, you were tired at the end of the day, but I missed that. So number 7 is going to be reach for soup. It's great for a midday meal. Warm soups help you eat 20% fewer calories. So if you can opt for a soup there, and for men, if you want like a hearty soup that has the meat for the proteins, help build muscle, that's a great option. Number 8 is have a post-lunch snack. Sometimes people will go too long in between meals and it will cause you to binge later on. And too few of calories actually slow the metabolism, increase your hunger. But watch for added sugars, especially in protein bars. Protein bars are known to have added sugars, and you need to do your own research and look at the fact of all of the other names for sugars, because there's so many different names for sugars that your mind would just be absolutely blown. You can even take and pre-portion snacks out in little baggies so you can just grab and go. Number 9 is I love to meal prep. It prevents impulse eating. I can just simply not think about what I'm going to eat. I just go and grab it out of the refrigerator and eat, right? Next, you want to avoid late eating. All bodily functions slow down at night. So if you eat late, eat a small portion so that way you have enough time to burn it off. Oh yes, there's tons of different names for sugars. There's like 100 different names, I believe, for sugars. It's crazy. So you can opt for different, there's monk fruit is actually a really good sweetener substitute for sugar. But yes, there's a lot of sugars that are in those protein bars as well. Next is going to be have a cup of tea. It helps with sleep and it's linked to weight loss. Teas have catechins. It's a flavonoid that acts as a metabolism booster. You know, so your body breaks it down. It helps break down fat faster. But you definitely want to aim to go with decaf more than anything, so that way you're not up late. Now also you want to, let me turn down these notifications because somebody is ding, ding, ding. Let's see. Here we go. You're going to want, if you're like me, I work on my phone all day long. I even bought my 3-year-old blue light blockers. My son has a pair of blue light blockers. Make sure that you're wearing them because it messes with your sleep cycle, especially if you're on your phone close to bed. Make sure you put your phone on a yellow light setting. And try to limit screen time, especially 2 hours before bed. I know I'm not a reader, but sometimes I try to read instead and just use it as my downtime because I work from my phone so much. It's like I need some me time because I work like 24/7. And I know you're an adult. I know it's tough, but you have to understand that scheduling a bedtime is important because it allows adequate sleep, but it gives you time because your hormones shift, right? And if your hormones are off, that you can have increased hunger hormones. So if you can allow 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep, I know women do require a little bit more sleep, like an hour to 2 hours more than men. If you can get adequate sleep, that can help to decrease those hunger hormones that trigger you to eat more. So I hope that all gave you some value today. Thank you all for joining in. I have like all my platforms going on at one time. So that was 13 morning, afternoon, and evening tips for weight loss. Hopefully you learned something and can share it with others. I hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon.